Morning. Right, today I'm going to start at the beginning, purely and simply because I've seen a few questions on the forums recently, and because this time of year is where I started. I got a set of picks for Christmas. I had said that I'd like to try it before, so it wasn't completely out of the blue. And what I got was a case like this that had picks in it like this. Picks that we know, some that are a bit more adventurous, and a bunch of picks that you would have no idea what to do with. These come with some acrylic locks which you get into quite quickly and you think you've cracked it, and it's a good starting point. I still revisit them because it allows you to see the pins move, see how they go up and down, see where you're going right, see where you're going wrong, that sort of thing. These are all numbered, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc, etc, which I never really got. When I actually got onto the forums, showed people what I've got, they said to me that they were good up to a certain level. Some said they were completely bad. Some said other things. I personally think myself that they are good to get you started, but the more you progress you're going to need a different set of picks. But don't do what I did and jump from pillar to post because someone that you've seen on YouTube or someone that you've seen on the forum use a particular type of pick. Use what's comfortable for you. I rushed out after that and bought another set of picks. Now these, in my opinion, were slightly better because they look more like picks that other people had. And again, I think this come with one acrylic lock, but more of a Euro type lock than a padlock. I was told, which I still believe is a good tip, to sand off a lot of the black and the rough edges, which I did. Now these are about, no, for those that are interested and into that sort of stuff, these are about a 15th, 18th, 0.15, sorry, 0.18, and they work very well. Okay, not the worst set of picks out there, and I still use some of these every now and again. This is a particularly nice shape, and I've even modelled a pick tip that I made for this cutting knife on the shape of it. Don't worry about what I've made, that's something completely different. So you can stick with these for a while if you, as everybody says, rub down the rough edges. They will bend quite a bit. They do give you a bit of forgiveness. I don't think I've got a lock around here somewhere. I probably have. That will give you a bit of forgiveness, and they work very well. I wasn't happy with that, so I rushed out and bought a set of these. Now this is sparrows. Again, fantastic make, brilliant set of picks. These were the Euros. Can't remember the set, Euros. And when they arrived, they were... This isn't one of them. This is one that I've made myself. Hang on. If I can find one. They were, anyway, they were like this with no handle on. Very thin, very flexible, and I found that quite odd. So say like this, no handle whatsoever, and I went for the Euro, which was the 0.15, which was, in my opinion, far too flexible for me. So what did I do? I went and bought now, you notice the word that I'm using, brought, which is wrong to do. This is why I don't want people to rush out and do it. I saw these on Sparrow's website. There's a load of pics here that had fancy pictures on, that were very flexible, and they made a nice set, Medusa and all the rest of it, but I wasn't really into that. After a while the pictures did come off, so I put some handles on them. If you're in the UK, I wouldn't worry about these to start with, because they're too thick for Euro keyways. So again, more expenditure. So again, I thought, why not buy the Rolls Royce by myself, a set of multi-pick. Now, I personally can't fault these, except for the price. And the nice thing is, if you break one, they replace them. Now, you can't buy them individually unless you go to multi-pick direct, which then you've got to pay a lot for shipment. If you buy them in the UK, well, there you go. Now, you get the set that you're given. So, broken key removal, half snowman, stuff you probably don't use, but each one comes with a serial number, when it was made, so on and so forth. Okay, again, remember the word brought. Now, I'm roughly 3 to 4 months in to picking. I've probably opened 1 or 2 Euro locks, couple of acrylic locks, and I've already spent a shitload of cash. So, this is what I'm saying to anyone that has been lucky enough to get into this sport, that maybe got something like this or this for Christmas. Okay, stick with this for a while. Don't bounce like I did from pick company to pick company, because you'll find that you have loads of picks that you don't use. Don't worry that some people are lucky enough to have custom made picks, because that will come to you. Alright? Don't worry about making your own picks. Don't worry about making your own tension wrenches. Don't worry about this, that and the other. Concentrate on what you got. Now, I was very lucky that a kind forum member who I believe to be one of the best pickers out there, called Gordon Window, sent me. He said, "Are you in the UK?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, I'll send you some locks," which he quite kindly did, which meant a lot to me, and allowed me to progress. So don't go spending a great deal of money, because there's always going to be someone in the forum that will get you a lock or two. There'll always be master locks. Get yourself a master lock, work on it, practice on it. I didn't have any padlocks, so I bought myself a master lock. And what I tried to do with the set that I had, and obviously stupidly I had a lot of sets, was to try and pick it with every pick in my arsenal. So I'd try and pick it, I'd try and rake it, and that just got you used to feeling pins. Now, okay, yeah. You're going to get different locks. This is a Euro lock. Okay, this is one that I'm playing with at the minute. Okay. This is a 6-pinner. Okay. Can't see from here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can probably see that. There are other locks, 4-pin, 5-pin, 7-pin. Don't get too hung up on that. Just fill the pins. Hold the pick in a way that's comfortable to you. Get a feel for the tools that you have. There's no need to rush out there like a bull in a china shop, buy in everything and anything and then blaming the tools because you can't open the lock. The only way you're gonna get to open locks is by regularly picking locks. There's locks that you'll get into really quickly and you think that you've cracked it. You'll get another lock and you wonder why you can't get into it. Another thing is tension wrenches. When you first get some tension wrenches, you'll probably get some things like this, or this, or this, or this. You see where I'm going with this? There's lots of them. Don't think one's better than the other, because I thought it was an old wives' tale. The tension wrenches are more important than picks, and the more you progress you'll probably find that that's right, as I have. When it comes to different locks, tension wrenches slip in, tension wrenches not fitting properly. Don't worry about buying lots of wrenches. Stick with what you're given. Yeah, so if you've got, say, a standard cheap tension wrench, or lock rather, and and you've got, just pick it. Yeah, okay, just pick it. If you've got this type of tension wrench, again, doesn't fit, but if you've got one that fits, just pick it. Use what you've got. Then as you progress, you'll worry about top of the keyway or bottom of the keyway, top of the keyway, etc, etc. But don't get too bogged up with technicalities. Watch a lot of videos on YouTube, ask questions, ask for help. Doesn't mean that you're weak or you're good or you're rubbish. We all started somewhere, okay? But please, 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 unless you're Rothschild or you've just won the lottery or whatever, don't jump from pillar to post. I personally, for price, quality, service, and someone that's also in our community. I believe you can't go wrong with Lawlock tools. That's my own personal opinion. Other people may say Peterson, some may say Sparrows, some may say Multi-Pick, etc, etc, Southord, so on and so forth. There are some wonderful pick makers out there. However, for myself, I use a Valyarian set from Lawlock, and these come in various thicknesses. Quality's good. You can put handles on them. You can get, we'll put one to hand, different shape handles, and you can get those that have got set handles on them. Okay, everywhere's different, everyone feels different, so get something that's good for you, that's comfortable for you. I personally recommend trying to single pin pick, which means picking every single pin individually instead of, where are you, raking the pins. Raking is probably quicker. Raking has its own place. If you're opening the lock, you open the lock, that's excellent. I open locks with raking every now and again, and it is quicker than single pin picking. But if you want to progress to better locks, they're not going to rake. So the sooner you can get used to picking each pin and feeling each pin individually like you do in your acrylic locks, the quicker you'll be able to advance. There are other things out there that I probably haven't even touched on, but all I wanted to touch on, it's just after Christmas, you're sitting indoors with your new picks, you got your acrylic locks, you're raring to go, you want to spend money, you want to go and buy locks, you want to do all sorts of things, but just put the brake on, have a think about it, look at some YouTube things, see where you want to go with it, because there are all sorts out there, but don't give up on these too quick and go rushing out, buying whatever until you're comfortable with what you've got. Okay, as I say, fantastic set, you know, good-ish set. This is a Gozo set. This I'm not sure, I think it was on eBay or Amazon or something. This looks like something Robin Hood would fire, but you know, find something that's comfortable for you. I use these Lawlock. You can buy these individually, you can buy them as a set. As I say, I've got the Valyarian set which I use mainly, and I'm really lucky to have some customized picks, but as I say, don't worry about those for the minute. Spend your money wisely. If you're looking for a nice hook, then maybe buy yourself a nice hook. Don't rush into buying a set that may have things that you're not going to use in it, you know. I don't think the reason they're in the bag is because I didn't know what they are. I still wouldn't really know what to do with half of these. and if I did, I doubt I'd use them. So think wisely, don't go rushing into a full set that 60% of the picture you won't use, or 80% of the picture you won't use, because it is a waste of money. And that's all I've really got to say about it, to be honest. If you're in the UK and you've just started, and you want a lock or two to get you going, I'm quite happy to send a lock out or two. I'm not gonna send out millions because I don't have millions, but I got helped out when I first started, and I'm willing to help out a couple of other people that asked me to. That's all I've got to say, really. Enjoy the rest of your festive period. Stay safe, that's the most important thing. And I'll talk to you all again soon. Alright, take care. Love you lots as always.